Yes, it's true, Galadon has joined the dark side. Come see what I mean in today's episode. Welcome, Clashers, and thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with Clash of Clans attacks. And yes, I am joining the dark side. It is the light versus dark war. And yes, I am on the Dark Elixir side, so I decided to practice some of my attacks, and I did them live on Camcord on the live streaming app, free for Android and iOS users. You can download it, follow me, and maybe suggest crazy attacks you'd like to see of your own, or maybe just join the stream clan. You can see I was in a stream clan at the time. So these were performed live, again, trying to practice, seeing what I could do, because you can't use regular Elixir spells either. So no jump spell, no wall breakers, no rage spell, and so it definitely hurts a little bit not to be able to use those spells. Earthquakes instead to get us all the way towards the center. Using golems does help, pretty much my favorite unit. So mass golems, a few witches, a few valkyries, even a couple of minions for insurance just in case I need to try to get to 50%. Haste spells doing the job of rage. Unfortunately, smaller radius, not really used to using them, so not the ideal placement of the haste spells. Obviously should have been further in towards the Town Hall enclosure. There you can see the single target Inferno going to work on those valkyries. Not many units left suddenly, and the defensive Clan Castle Hound following my units all the way to the interior of this base. Now I won't have to deal with the Hound during the war, because the rule is they can't use anything but regular Elixir troops in their defensive Clan Castles, so definitely expecting a dragon or balloons or both. Obviously can't use a Golem, Hound, or Witches, usually some of the go-to Clan Castle units. So that, a little bit of an advantage for the dark side, but otherwise it is going to be very restrictive for both sides on this war. Now I did get the Town Hall down, but nowhere near the second star for 50%. Trying my best with the remaining golems. The Archer Queen still has her Royal Cloak, but even with that, she's just barely going to get past 40% damage, stuck on a couple of high hit point structures, the Elixir Storage, the Inferno Tower. So 42%, I've got a couple of minions left, and that's about it. And I'm going to go ahead and drop them at the bottom of the screen. There they go, and the Seeking Airmine gets one of them out of the way. The other one just going to get about one more structure down, and that is it, a 43% one-star win. So moving on to my next practice attack, this probably never a good idea. Brought just witches, 20 witches, not a single golem. I certainly would have thought to bring golems, but I wanted to do an all-witch attack. It had been requested again in the live stream, so I broke down, gave it a try. 8 earthquake spells opening that path. Very careful not to open too many enclosures. I wanted to try to get these witches in after that town hall. But facing the splash damage from the Wizard Tower, the mortar there on the left, I did have one golem and one golem only in the Clan Castle. He moves in first, just a couple of witches, kind of testing out the area, making sure we're not going to hit any giant bombs. And then I dropped the king in first, hoping that he would go after that mortar. Instead, he goes for the Wizard Tower. We trigger a giant bomb early, so that's a good sign. A better placement of haste spells, and then somehow the king gets focused on by the single target Inferno right away, even with all of those skeletons all over the place. My king down early in this attack, and that is going to hurt. The queen well protected by the golem and a huge mass of skeletons heading towards the town hall. We've got some damage happening to the town hall already. There it goes. It's been damaged by the earthquake spell. The witches and the Archer Queen finish it off, and that is the first star. But again, only 31% damage at this point. The witches have done a pretty good job of working top and bottom, getting a lot of structures out of the way, but suddenly we will see them get burned down just as quickly as the Expo goes to work on them. The Tesla does as well. Some splash damage in the area, and that's not going to help things out. 40% damage, getting closer to the second star. A big group of witches up there at the top of your screen, but they are about to get wiped out by that mortar. And right about here, I was hopeful at the second star, but I lost the Archer Queen, and shortly thereafter lost just about all of the witches. Very quickly, they are all gone except for one up here by the cannon. So stuck at 46% damage, I am forced to walk away with just one star again. Now for the third attack replay, I found a super max base, all of those level 11 walls, but luckily no defending heroes. So perhaps not a great representation of what I will be facing in this clan war. But again, the live stream was still going, and the viewers were the ones that decided which base I was going to attack. So I went in with a big mix this time. I brought 10 Hog Riders as well, and the usual haste, earthquake, and poison spells. And I dropped, that was not what I meant to do right there. The haste spell on the trees, that's going to make them age way too quickly. But anyway, the rest of the troops moving in. I dropped the Hog Riders down here, trying to get some of these structures down on the right-hand side so that the majority of my units will go in through the opening right towards the Town Hall enclosure instead. And sure enough, they do. Last haste spell going down, heroes working their way in. The witches now being protected by those lead golems. So that's working out pretty well. Despite the fact we had a multi-targeting inferno and a giant bomb in there, we still have several witches up and the king nearly at full health. So we don't have to worry about him getting fried by a single target inferno this time. But we're hoping the queen will join him after she gets another structure or two down out of the way. Hopefully she will head right for the town hall. The Barbarian King's Iron Fist in effect. We are closing in on that town hall, already severely damaged by the earthquake spell. It goes down right away, and it looks good this time, 48% damage. The king and the queen are still up, just a couple more structures. We look at the bottom of the screen, and right here, just imagine, just think, if I'd been stuck at 49. Dumb move, dropping both minions at the same time. Seeking Air Mine takes them both out. That would have been a tragic fail, a definite hashtag Galafail had I dropped them together and been stuck at 49%. But no, luckily the heroes get me through a couple more structures in the center. We clear the second star and walk away with a 2-star victory despite trying to fail on the very bottom on those unprotected structures. So I had a lot of fun. How will the Dark versus Light clan war go? I don't know. You guys be sure to come check it out. I will actually be live streaming several times a week in coming weeks. So check it out at the App Store or at camcord.com. Follow me. It does not cost you a thing, and you'll get notified whenever I go live. I give gift cards away in every single stream. Just one of the ways I try to thank you guys. I appreciate every last one of you, and I hope to see you all back here tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, do you appreciate dollies too?
Yes, Peter, I do appreciate dollies.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.